birthday to you.
What is that? Get off! Get off!
You see, at first, the term zombie was not a politically acceptable term. People did not like the idea of a horror movie happening right outside their front door. So instead, they used the term catatonic. This came about because the victims showed signs of catatonia with motions or lack thereof. And after a while, we started calling them caddies. In the IDF, that's what we call them. And it went a very long time before anyone actually connected the catty flu along with the more violent infected that we now see today.
Yes, the BACT was my idea. You take your counterterrorism people, your espionage people, your hostage rescue people, and your spec op people, and you focus them on a single goal. The goal to discover the cause of the one controversy the world has never known.
My name is Lucas Jasper. They call me Bishop for short. I've been with BACT since it started. It was founded about 5 months ago.
BACT Group 7-4, come back in this channel with the updated situation. Be advised that hostile was last seen heading east on Willis Boulevard.
We get the area sealed off, sir. We had about a 30-minute window for immediate blackout.
Okay. How many victims? Just the one?
One dead, a couple wounded and exposed.
All right. Who's got perimeter right now?
Bishop's on containment right now.
Okay. Riggs, Bishop, I'm gonna need a situation report.
We've got 3 houses left, no sign of hostile yet.
Get down on the fucking ground. Get down. Get down.
Okay, to answer your question, yes, we were a bureaucratic nightmare. I mean, every single civil rights group, human rights group, even angry mothers wanted us dead. But I'll tell you what, they talked a lot of shit from a safe distance while we stood toe-to-toe with the fucking caddies.
No, Bishop, I said fucking
What the hell are you doing?
Fucking wait, you can't shoot it like that. You have to try negotiation.
Negotiation? This is a fucking terrorist. It's a zombie.
Listen, the fucking regulations say we have to negotiate.
Fuck regulations. Fuck procedures. I'm putting a bullet in his goddamn head.
Someone's gotta take him out.
Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Guys,
Pull the trigger.
Relax.
In the book. Calm down. Relax. Kurva jedna.
Well, the issue with the catatonics, or however you call them in this country, is based off of scenario. Simply pretend if a girlfriend or a brother got infected by this virus and I shot and I killed them. What exactly determines, or who determines, the line between public defense and murder? We're simply in the beginning stages of this virus, and or whatever the hell is going on out there. Who's to say that the symptoms of this cannot be reversed, or that there isn't a cure on the way? Do all of these people need to die of massacre simply because of our impatience?
Rock, don't move!
Don't move,
Wait,
Rock.
Rock, we need to talk this out. Don't come after my friends. I mean, the other day, these things are running amok, running through people's houses, breaking into, anything and everywhere. They got the run of the city, and we're trying to protect them because the caddies, they have rights.
From the legal standpoint, what they were able to work out is the minute they went seizure and started shifting, it was over. That was it. They were fair game. They were full caddy at that point. Boom, take them down. Don't discussion, no reasoning, no playing with them. It's just boom, it's over at that point.
I don't know what happened. He just fell to the ground.
Just stay quick. Stay quick.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's shifting. Just relax.
As with any undead or zombie, am I allowed to say that?
People don't like what you said.
Okay. As with any apocalypse, society tends to think it's going to be like the movies. You wake up one morning and catatonics, as we're calling them, have taken over the streets. They've taken over your society. What people don't understand is that a virus, any virus, takes time to reach outbreak status. It starts in small increments throughout society. This is what happened with the catatonic flu.
Yeah, that's right here.
What is that?
Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Whoa, hey. Wait there. Here we go. Freeze, stop! Shut! Get down!
I mean, no one ever applied or even considered the legal ramifications of dealing with something like the catatonics. A biological threat like this was always possible, yet no one considers it when it's entertainment on a big screen.
Conspiracy is inevitable when dealing with a crisis, especially in America. People wanted someone to blame, and after a while, after science could show nothing, we found a scapegoat. Corporate regulations were shit. There was no understanding of the protection or the codes needed to identify the problem, and eventually things got out of control.
The goal of the BACT has always been to find the person or persons responsible. At the end of the day, there is nothing natural about the caddies. When did the spider come along?
At the time of all this, Lepitrix Medical was the medical industry. They owned your family doctor, the local hospital, even your cough remedy was owned by Lepitrix or any of their subsidiaries.
Lepitrix Medical pioneered medication by the name of Xyldam was the real suspect on trial. Here you had literally the miracle drug, a drug that could cure everything from general anxiety all the way to manic depression, virtually overnight.
Lepitrix marketed Xyldam as a wonder drug that would treat a whole slew of psychological conditions. I mean, pretty soon after the drug was released, you had doctors prescribing Xyldam to students with problems with their study habits. It was never meant to do that.
I mean, when you look at it, everyone in this country fell victim to this trend with Xyldam to correct our natural imperfections as humans.
Were the contents of that drug what caused the catatonic flu? Couldn't say. But if they were, how could you prove it? I mean, how can you prove that the side effects of a man-made drug gave birth to the living dead? No jury would hear that case.
Yeah, I mean, we broke some rules. I mean, who didn't? You know, I can't sit here and lie and say that I didn't lead the multiple break-ins to steal all this information about Xyldam. But I stole the information that they didn't want to get out, like the fact that they were using these high-grade steroids that literally ravaged the human immune system. I mean, how can you say that something like catty flu came out of left field when the evidence is right there?
Washington, along with the BACT, had literally cornered Lepitrix with what they uncovered about Xyldam. If you owned a TV and were home at 5 o'clock, you couldn't miss the lawsuits faced by Lepitrix.
That's his car right there, pulling the driveway. Go ahead, they're pulling out, Go, go, go. Stop right here. Walk the driveway. Get out of the car, let's go. Get out. Get the fuck out of the car. Get him out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get against the hood, get against the hood. You got him? Get your fucking arms down. Check the house. Go. Get your fucking arms down.
The BACT did what literally no one else was willing to do in the past. They were able to pull these corporate con artists into the spotlight for everyone else to see.
I'll tell you, the day we were called in for our first meeting, we were handed these folders, and inside the folders I started looking through. We had capture orders, kill orders, interrogation orders, and across each one, deniable.
What did you guys do with the CEOs?
What?
The CEOs.
CEO?
Yeah.
What CEO? Remember that day? We had to dig 2 holes.
Things were starting to get beyond political. Clearly, the company couldn't support itself through multiple lawsuits and were facing a desperation that they could not escape from.
I mean, thank Hashem that the BACT is here protecting the people from these creatures. People forget sometimes that the enemy is often right next door, usually hard to find. In other countries, these Lepitrix executives would not only be tried, but they would be sent to death for the crimes they've done.
The best part I can tell you about all this stuff is that, you know, it was just one big bureaucratic nightmare of everything that we got sent into. You know, none of us wanted to be there. It was just one gigantic clusterfuck of things.
Break it in over there.